What started as a weekend hiking trip for five college friends quickly turned into a descent into darkness when they discovered an unmarked cave system not found on any trail maps. 3 hours into their exploration, they discovered a chamber containing what appeared to be an ancient orb covered in symbols, unlike anything they had ever seen before. The moment Marcus touched the orb, the symbols began to glow with an unnatural blue light, and the air in the cave grew noticeably colder. A thick mist began pouring from the artifact, swirling around them as the temperature plummeted, and the cave itself seemed to come alive around them. From within the mist emerged a figure that defied description, part shadow, part substance, with eyes that seemed to peer directly into their souls. They ran, their panicked breaths echoing through the tunnels as the entity pursued them, seeming to move through the solid rock itself to cut off their escape routes. Paul became separated from the group, and his screams suddenly cut short, told the others all they needed to know about what happened when the entity caught up to its prey. The four remaining friends finally reached the cave entrance as the sun was setting, but the nightmare was far from over. The entity was no longer contained within the cave. That night at their campsite, they realized with growing horror that the entity had followed them as the forest fell silent and the temperature dropped so suddenly that frost formed on the surrounding trees. While keeping watch through the night, Sarah, who studied ancient languages, began to decipher the symbols on the orb, discovering that they described not just a prison for the entity, but also a ritual to return it to its confinement. As dawn broke, they performed the ritual Sarah had deciphered and watched in awe and terror as the entity that had hunted them was slowly drawn back into the ancient prison from which they had unwittingly released it.